number 0001. Like, and it's gonna fade out, and we're gonna start talking.
Okay.
So just start rolling.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, my name is Logan Boccignone.
I'm Derick Bonilla.
I'm Jordan.
I'm Mauricio.
Welcome to episode 1 of the JMDL experience. Mauricio?
Yeah.
How have your car troubles been going? Because I have noticed that you've kind of been complaining about your RAV4, and I know that your dad has bought you a new Jeep.
He didn't buy me a new
He
Jeep.
bought you a new Jeep?
No.
Not
You
new
guys-
Jeep.
you
You
guys-
bought him a Jeep, but not a new one.
Logan, don't twist my words. He bought a Jeep, not a Jeep for me, not a new Jeep, not an actual Jeep of what you're thinking. You're probably thinking a Rubicon or Wrangler. You know those Jeeps you see in the movies or Jurassic Park. Not that type of Jeep.
I just want the record straight. I don't have any expectations for Jeep products. So I'm not.
Well, I'm sure a lot of other people do because they always think, oh, Jeep
Yeah,
Wrangler.
a lot of people are
you know,
wrong.
A beach car, like a very fun car or fun-looking
I feel
car.
like they could be cute.
Exactly, you know. But this Jeep, it's not just like a regular Jeep, and it's not a new Jeep. It's not my Jeep. It is a 2007 Jeep Liberty. It is the poopiest of the poop. It is absolute horrid. I don't even know. I personally do not like it. I don't think we needed it. I don't think we still need it. I have nothing to like about the car.
Well,
Have
is it
you-
better than your RAV4?
Well, I'm not using it. I'm still using my RAV4.
Have you got to drive it yet?
No, and I kind of don't want to.
Oh my days, this car is ugly.
I know it's a
Let me
very
see- let me
ugly
see,
car.
Derek. And it's in gray. Yeah, it's gray too. Yeah, there you go. 2007 Jeep Liberty. That thing is ugly as hell.
Oh my gosh.
What was
What
that?
is that?
No, I think this is
it's
people.
them.
But,
people just
um,
tapping.
Honestly, I would sell it personally if I was my dad. I'd sell it.
just bought it
But my dad literally just got the insurance for it yesterday, so
Nice.
it's no going back.
So what are you going to do with your RAV4?
Keep it. Keep driving it. Like obviously the 2000 Jeep Liberty is a little better, but I don't want it. I don't like it. I don't think we need it, and I will forever despise it because I don't like it. That's it.
Yeah, that's like I don't even think that's really like an ungrateful thing. I think that what it more is like
Like it's
like your dad bought you. It's like you had a perfectly fine car, and then your dad bought this other car after he complains that he doesn't like cars that don't work very well. Because I remember him and I had like a 20-minute long conversation when I went to go pick up my sunglasses from your house one time.
I remember this.
And me and your dad had like a long conversation about cars, and I had explained.
And
to
he
him.
just got his Toyota truck back from Mexico
love
from
that.
getting it painted. He got it painted.
What color is it now?
It's like a grayish,
Oh, I
like
love
a glossy
that.
gray.
I love that car so much.
And they stole like the back part of it where you like step onto it and like get in the truck. So he had to buy they had to buy a new
stole
part
it?
for it.
I thought you were saying that while they were down, they stole the bumper, or was it the bumper or the tailgate?
It was the
Wait,
bumper,
who
like
stole
where the license plate is at.
They stole. I thought what you'd said was that he took it down to Mexico to get it painted, and while it was getting painted,
That's what I
they
thought.
took
Yeah, that's what
they
I
took the
thought.
bumper.
That's what happened.
Well, not the people themselves, but they like other people like got into the place and took the bumper.
Oh,
So
so,
basically what you thought.
but it's not the people that were painting
It's
it.
not the people that were painting it.
It was
though.
just random
It was just
people
random people who decided to rob.
Mexico.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he had to buy a new part for that. But I mean, it looks nice. It looks interesting, but I like it. It's still nice. Still better than the Jeep.
Moving on.
Oh, your little song list you were telling me about in the car.
What song list?
The top 100 songs of all time or something like that.
Oh, yeah. So me, Derek, and my girlfriend have been trying to figure out like what's like a
Derek's
top.
met your girlfriend.
He actually has.
He's met
Aw.
Yeah. me-
Jenna.
Yeah, her and I were walking around in. Mauricio loves my girlfriend.
I didn't say that.
That's what he said.
did not
he
say
rolled
that.
out. He rolled
She's
out a
super
camera
nice.
frame so we could say that.
I didn't say that.
Her and I were walking around the circle. We were in the antique mall, and I saw Derick Bonilla, and I walked up to him, and we started talking. Yeah. So Derek has met her, but her and I were talking about what's like if there was a list of 100 albums.
Did
of
she
all
think
time,
Derek Bonilla was a cute little guy?
she almost left me for him? She was telling
I
me.
can imagine. I can imagine Jenna's going saying, "Oh, he's so cute, Derek Bonilla."
That was we had met Derek, and we were talking to him, and he explained to me that you had done you'd spent. How much did you spend on your friend's Raiders jacket? Derick brought his friend a Raiders jacket, and Derick had spent a certain amount of money. Derick, how much money did you spend on that Raiders jacket? Up close to the mic and say it.
I spent $160.
Why would you ever spend $160
He
on
had
a
a good
Raiders
point.
jacket?
He had a
for your
good point.
friend?
He had a good point.
Like,
My point is, that jacket for the next 6 years, I don't have to get him for a present.
That's true.
I mean, I don't know if you don't have.
I know that's kind of
Like maybe you do, but not obviously not something of that quality. Like maybe like,
Maybe like
a
little
candy.
Yeah.
Candy or
Simply
something.
as that, just maybe a little candy.
But I mean, I like the way you're thinking. Personally, would I do that? I don't think so.
I
don't
agree.
think so.
I would not do that.
But I like the vision. I like
see
the
it.
vision.
I see the vision. I
Yeah,
see the vision.
yeah, I like that. Thank you, Derick.
So anyways, me, Jenna, and Derick had, well, Derick got added in later, but her and I were talking about, as most thruples do. We were talking about how we were, like, there's a list of 100 albums of all time. What are, like, 10 of, like, the albums? And so we had been saying...
Well, like then again, were you talking about just like
all, across all genres?
Yeah,
Yeah,
all genres.
That's why it's hard.
But then I feel okay. If you're talking about all genres, it's very complicated to make like a list like that.
Well, we've-
especially because there's always going to be bias. I know Logan has his specific type of
well,
music.
I have a lot of specific tastes. When I was
no,
in
like
7th
very
grade...
specific taste.
When I was in 7th grade, my favorite album was the Goodbye and Good Riddance album by Juice WRLD. And
yeah,
I
now,
know that that's not
and
a
now
top
you
100
listen to "I Raised Chickens in the Middle of Kentucky" by the Hillbillies. Like I don't
It's
even
my
know.
favorite song.
Like I don't even know who that is. Like I don't even know who that
I
is.
raised chickens in Kentucky.
Yeah, my name is Bob, and I raise chickens in the middle of Kentucky.
That's my favorite song.
Like this
That
is,
was on his
and that's
Spotify
like, and they're like singing like, "I raise chickens in the middle of Kentucky." You know what I mean? It's like these are songs I've never heard in my life, and Logan just plays and listens to it and sings
Okay,
to it, and just like.
Logan.
There's
And I'm not dissing him for it. I'm just saying it's like something I've
Those
never
are-
heard.
those
It's
are
like
like-
very
like-
specific,
like-
underground.
They're like Grateful Dead and Johnny Cash songs, and he's
Okay,
pretending like he's never
play
heard of them.
25
I haven't.
seconds of your current favorite song.
20 seconds, play it.
20 seconds of your current favorite song.
Okay, keep talking, guys.
Okay, which?
Well, I don't know. I feel like it'd be very hard and a lot of bias in order for like. I feel like you'd just. I don't know. I feel like you can't really ever make top 10 like greatest albums or greatest songs.
Here.
There's always gonna be bias. Nobody's not gonna have bias because everyone likes a specific
Yeah,
type
this
of
song is
music.
called-
It's very subjective.
This is like a couple of like my favorite songs. This is Bertha by the Grateful Dead. This is live. And then it goes. So we have this little guitar intro.
There, yeah. See, I like this.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
like
listened
it's
to this.
But then
good,
I also,
but, like,
I've
never heard it.
I'll also listen
No, yeah,
to,
same.
but like I don't think that that's like a top like 100 thing of all time. But that's one of like my favorites. But then I also like.
Okay, no, I just needed to like hear something because I didn't
What
understand
did
what
I-
Mauricio was saying when he was like,
But then
I
also,
raised chickens in
I listened to
Kentucky."
this. And then I also listened to this.
Yeah. Like this is what I hear in the car when
I love
when I'm with
bluegrass.
Logan.
But like I listen to like a wide variety, but I still know that like those albums aren't like the top 100 of all time. Like on like the 10 that we were just trying to list, like we had albums like What's the Story, Morning Glory, Oasis. Okay.
Nas's album.
We had a Nas album. We had we threw up like The Chronic and all of that, and they're probably on there, but we're thinking of just
Who's
like
the Chronic?
Chronic.
See, my thing with The Chronic is that I feel like there's a lot of songs on there that you could forget about.
Yeah.
Okay. And Wu-Tang Clan, Enter the 36
Okay.
Chambers.
I've heard about
Okay.
the Wu-Tang.
But but now it's like there's so many like OG like rap albums that like you probably just get 100 rap albums banged out. So that was why it was.
Yeah,
That's why we were trying so hard to get like
Different albums.
different albums.
Like I'm not
So that's why I had to come to Derick.
I'm not saying like rap albums are the best albums, but there are a lot of like good albums that people
Yeah.
would consider like some of the greatest of all time. Like I know people loved Kendrick Lamar, Tupac, 50 Cent, Jay-Z. Like I know people love their music, and I know people would consider those like type of albums like top 10 and top 5 or whatever. Like
Yeah.
and then you have different genres of music or like boy bands, like the Beatles, like one of the greatest bands of all time, or I don't know any other
Well-
like Guns N' Roses.
well, okay.
Kiss.
I have
Like-
an album. Ramona Park Broke My Heart from Vince Staples. That is such a good album.
I know who Vince Staples is, but I've never heard of that.
Just because
album.
it's good though doesn't like it has to like revolutionize, you know.
But I'm not
I feel,
just
to
saying
make
that
it-
just because I don't know the album, it's bad. I'm just saying like people. I'm just trying to say like people have different specific tastes and like other.
No, I know what you mean, but like what Logan is saying, like this album has to revolutionize
Or, like-
this,
Like
the
the
industry.
general public.
Like,
Yeah,
can we
like-
include
Not
like
just-
Michael Jackson? Because everybody knew
Yeah,
who Michael
yeah,
Jackson
of
was.
course, Michael
Everybody
Jackson.
knew Michael Jackson. Everybody knew one song of Michael Jackson.
But that's
And
like
it's
the thing is that we're not here to question if a Michael Jackson album or a Beatles album goes on the top 100 albums of
I
all
know,
time.
but-
The answer is yes. Now can we move on?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah, of course.
So like we're trying to figure out like other things that might go on there. I was thinking,
Lady Gaga's Just Fame. That should.
I mean, I know Lady
she
Gaga.
broke into the industry with that one album. Think about that. Lady Gaga. Yeah, Lady Gaga's the fame. She broke into the industry. Now look at her now. She's like a major pop star still. Would you say she's a pop star?
I
I
honestly.
feel like she's mellowed
huge.
out.
it's
She was
probably
huge.
it's probably got to go on there. But I'm just
Yeah.
like what, like
Let's see what else.
like.
Yeah.
Like my thing though is that it gets kind of hard when you think of like revolutionary because like this isn't very like a hard thing to like debate, but you can do this with so many other bands. So like this isn't going to sound like that crazy, but like you would have to put a Beatles album up if you put an Oasis album up because Liam and Noel loved the Beatles and
Can we please put in YG Marley though? Like I know he was not a one-hit wonder. Like Praise John the Moonlight was probably the best Marley song of all
I called
time.
YG Marley being the biggest industry plant, nepotism baby.
I don't know.
in-
I don't even know what you're talking about. That's like the best
One
song
hit
of all
wonder
time.
of all
That
time.
is that is
No,
one of the
is- no, but
greatest
that is
artists
true
of
if
all
you
time.
think about it. Like he has the legacy for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
his
not
last
like-
name is Marley because of Bob
Marley.
frickin' Marley. Okay,
Yeah.
like
Can we-
there-
can we say Bob Marley?
nobody,
Well, yeah, obviously Bob Marley's gonna go
nobody
on.
else is going to listen to frickin' I don't want to sing that song. Mauricio, sing the song for us.
No, I'll pass.
Yeah, because you know that song is terrible.
No, it's just I don't remember the lyrics.
Oh, see, that's the whole point.
Oh
You don't
shoot,
remember
he
the
got me.
lyrics.
He actually
Yeah,
got me.
You can't remember.
Okay,
the
no,
lyrics.
I do remember the
It's
lyrics.
not on
I actually just don't
It's
want to
not
sing it.
on
I
the
just
list.
don't want to sing
You
it.
have to be able to remember the lyrics.
These roads of flames are catching on fire.
Hey, bro, turn that all the way down. Hey,
It's
hey.
Okay, what about
I don't know
like
what you're talking
okay, like Rihanna?
Rihanna, yeah. Of course.
Rihanna or Rihanna?
Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
yeah, of course.
Lauryn
Yeah.
Hill.
Lauren, didn't she only make one album?
She made one album, scammed her fans, and just dipped.
And
Up
look
and
at that.
Yeah.
Look at how great she
Frank
is.
Ocean, I know.
Pretty much.
Sorry.
Lauryn Hill
Honestly,
right
yeah.
there.
See, my thing
I
with
mean,
Frank
I have
Ocean
heavily,
is that
I have so much bias for Frank Ocean that I would definitely put Frank Ocean as one of the greatest artists of all
my
time.
thing with Frank Ocean is that he's just a genius. Like, did you
Yeah.
ever did you hear about what happened with like the record label?
No.
He signed this terrible record label
Oh.
deal
Yeah.
that was like he had to make these two albums. So he made his first album, which was what was his first album?
I think it was.
Was it the orange one?
I think it was Chanel. No, Chanel Orange. Wait,
I think it was
Chanel Orange. I think it
What
might.
is
That was 2012.
because he might have made like
Yeah,
an
I think-
album
no, I
before
think it
that
was-
in like
it
his
was Chanel
in, like,
Orange, I'm
his-
pretty sure, I'm
in like
pretty
his
sure.
bedroom or something. Anyways,
Yeah.
and he blew up. It was crazy, and he had to make one more album, but he knew that if he made this other album, it was gonna blow up and he was gonna make no money off of it. And so he worked really hard on it. Was Blonde, right? Blonde and Blonde, is that what it's called?
No, it's just Blonde.
Okay, Blonde. He was working on Blonde, and he used the record label to record Blonde.
But he released
Wait.
Endless.
Yeah, but then he released Endless, which he didn't he wasn't really as proud of. But he released
Still fire.
Endless. He released Endless on the record label, and then the next day released Blonde, and
Off the
Blonde
record.
took off more than Endless.
And
but he
Blonde
basically
is fire
He
and is
basically
one of the
scammed the
greatest
record
albums
label
of
that
all
tried to
time.
scam him, because record labels are so shady.
They
Like,
are.
But
we've all seen Alvin and the Chipmunks.
and look.
That stuff is true though. Like that,
I mean, he
like.
isn't wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Like
agree with
that's
that.
like it's a kids show, but that is like
Dude,
what
I show
record
the kids
labels
at
do.
work, they made it like the TV show of it version. Like I play that for them all the time. They love it.
Is Uncle Ian in the little kids cartoon show?
He
I think
is.
there's like a version.
Uncle
of him
Ian
in
really
every-
is in it?
Wait,
Well, no, because Dave.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't really. I
Dave's in
don't
it.
pay
Uncle
attention when
Ian
I
is
watch
just
it.
like the movie adaptation.
Did you know my dad was friends with Jason Lee?
Who's that?
That's Dave in the original.
Really?
Yeah, and also
That's
he's also
crazy.
My Name Is Earl.
You'll have to show me later.
Jason Lee. Have you never seen the
guy that
movie?
plays Dave, like the chipmunk's
The
dad.
little chipmunk.
Jason Lee. Okay.
Oh.
So Dave, and Dave's always like,
the guy that screams like Alvin.
yeah,
When, like,
that's what he
Alvin-
does.
Just like
I
that.
think I do know who you're talking about. Your dad's friends with him?
He was friends with him.
happened?
With
What
him.
happened?
He had been to school with him since like 7th grade. They were like acquaintances, and they would like skateboard together and stuff in like big groups. My dad told me that Jason was so poor growing up that like if you offered him food, he would do anything for it, which was kind of crazy.
Oh, wow.
Like so like they would offer him, they'd be like, Jason, you can if you can ollie over this parking space, which is a crazy thing to ollie over. If you can especially in the 80s when the boards were terrible. And if you can ollie over to this whole parking space, we'll buy you a sandwich. And he would spend all day until he finally got it, just so that someone would buy him a sandwich.
Okay, yeah, I do know who Jason
Did they
Lee
ever
is.
buy
I
him
just had to check.
What?
Did they ever buy him the sandwich?
Oh,
He
they
doesn't
bought him a
sound like a
sandwich.
Jason Lee, though.
Is it like a big span sandwich or like?
I know. Yeah,
Sounds like a
you're-
Jason Smith.
Jason Lee.
Or looks like a Jason Smith.
Jason Lee sounds pretty Asian.
Is he Asian?
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
like
think so.
more my people. Like,
Yeah,
I
Jordan.
don't know.
All right, that's
Incoming-
16 minutes.
Incoming Blibby.
No!
Just like your
And that's the 16, 15 seconds of this podcast. I'm Mauricio.
I'm Logan.
I'm Derick.
I'm Jordan.
This has been episode 1.